The angel comes about in the 1460s. It's basically a bit of a reform of the gold coinage. And the design is completely left field. There's no traditional history at this point of showing an angel on English gold coinage. It was the preeminent gold coin for the best part of a century and a half. So it would have been struck in significant numbers from the 1460s. It ceases to be struck in the 1630s, and that's when the angel as a circulating gold coin comes to a close. It starts to become associated with this ceremony called touching for the king's evil. There's this belief that the monarch is divinely appointed, so he's got the divine right of kings, essentially. And because he's divinely appointed, he therefore has these powers, these special divine powers. So you actually touch the individual, and that divine power would flow through him into the sufferer, and they'd therefore be cured. I can only imagine what it must have been like. The coin starts to be worn by people as an amulet of protection. It just shows how ingrained into ceremony and tradition the coin became, and how important it became to monarchs for that purpose. The figure of the beast, the demon, the devil, very strongly religious society in this point in time. And then you see this very religious image of St. Michael slaying the devil. So St. Michael is the protector saint. And that plays into people's mindsets about what this coin is and what it can become. It's saying that I'm divinely appointed. Look at the powers I have. Almost like an amulet of protection, the ultimate good luck charm because of that iconography. The design shifts a little bit throughout time. You're starting to get some of that Renaissance ideas bleeding into it. That's when you start to see some of the stylistic changes happening with the figure of St. Michael or the figure of the devil. We've done a new design that's of the now. You've got an artist who's gone away, looked at what's gone before, looked at the designs, and then done their own fresh interpretation for the 21st century. From a striking point of view, you've got this higher relief that's been applied to it, which really makes the design pop.
To achieve high relief, you need a strong start with the design, and you just look at that coin a little bit harder, or you look at it in more detail. It kind of just makes it more visually striking, and I'm hoping for our customers, really satisfying to own.
You can come across good quality angel coins. You're just not going to come across an original angel that will have this level of definition, the same level of relief that you're getting with the modern piece.
People want to stay true to their collections. They want to kind of collect what they've always done, but most collectors want to also add new things to their collection. This was kind of our big chance now to say, look, we're going to lean upon our element of the history from the angel, but mix that in with what we're going to show as our kind of level of innovation. That high quality proof coin was a very, very big step forward for the Royal Mint, and I think we've showcased that really well with this coin. It is that marriage of old and new. The more important element is the story behind the angel. It is just so rich in its history. There isn't many coins out there that can do that. It has its own story and gravitas in itself. It gives an opportunity to lean upon that story and feel like they own a piece of that history as well.
I think what brings this coin back is that it's got a great story. How many coins can you think of, and named coins, that have such an amazing life beyond what they had as a circulating coin? The idea that people would wear this as something to protect themselves from evil, from bad luck, has this official role as this amulet of protection. There aren't many coins that have that great story.